Hello orchid lovers, welcome to the Blissful Garden channel. Today, I will share with you a simple but very effective method to help your orchids recover quickly. If your orchid is wilting, has rotten roots or is weak after flowering due to improper care, don't worry, with just a few gentle steps, you can completely help your plant become healthy again. Take some time to watch this video carefully and follow each step carefully. You will be surprised by the results this method brings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid growing tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. Let's get started. This is an orchid with shriveled leaves, indicating that there may be some problem with the roots that is affecting the ability to absorb water and nutrients. It can be seen that the leaves have dried up and no longer retain their characteristic green color, while the roots below have dried up and are no longer able to function. The cause may be due to waterlogging or the plant being infected. Remove the entire substrate to observe and accurately assess the condition of the root system below. Healthy orchid roots are usually ivory white or bright green, succulent, and have good elasticity. If you see roots that are black, mushy, or have a strange smell, it is a sign that they are damaged and need to be removed. Observation shows that most of the orchid roots have turned black and rotten. This is a clear sign explaining the reason why the orchid is wilting due to not being able to absorb water and nutrients. If the infected roots are left untreated in time, the damage will gradually spread to the healthy ones, eventually leading to the failure of the entire root system. It can be seen that the damaged roots have completely dried up and rotted. The base leaves have also died and are no longer able to develop new roots. Orchids are inherently resilient. Just a small sprout combined with proper care and the use of natural fertilizers below will help the plant quickly revive. Damaged plant stumps and roots should be completely removed to prevent the spread of disease to remaining healthy shoots. First, use pruning shears. Remember, they have been sterilized to cut off all the damaged roots. Observe carefully. The base below is badly rotten, no longer able to recover. These roots need to be completely removed, cut up to the green, healthy stem. We only keep the part that is still firm, white or light green. Those are the roots that still have potential. If the base is soft or dark, we must cut it off. This is a very important step to prevent fungi and bacteria from continuing to spread. After processing the roots, we will clean the whole plant. Use clean water to thoroughly wash the stem, base and leaves. The goal is to wash away all the fungal spores, mold and dirt that are clinging to the plant. This is a simple but very effective step to detoxify the plant before it recovers. In addition to English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation in your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. Once cleaned, gently place the plant in a dry place. Then, use a soft clean towel to dry the entire plant. Wipe from the stem down to the leaves, especially the folds and undersides of the leaves, where fungi often hide. Cleaning helps the plant breathe, minimizing the possibility of reinfection. At this point, the plant is completely clean of both roots and stems. First, take 1 liter of clean water and put it in a clean plastic basin or jar. I will prepare a completely natural antiseptic and root stimulant mixture. The ingredient I will use is baking soda. Baking soda has very good antibacterial and antifungal properties, especially effective in cleaning the tree trunk, killing mold and creating conditions for the tree to recover quickly. Use 1 teaspoon of baking soda, just enough for the antiseptic. Put a spoon of baking soda in a jar of water. Stir well until the powder is completely dissolved. Let the mixture rest for about 15 minutes for the active ingredients to take full effect. After 15 minutes, we proceed to soak the entire orchid in the baking soda solution just mixed. Note: soak the stem, leaves and roots as long as you avoid damaging the young leaves when soaking. Soaking like this helps the whole plant to be effectively antibacterial and antifungal, and soak for 30 minutes. First, I will use an apple, either red or green, as long as it is fresh and sweet. Apples contain a lot of vitamin C, antioxidants and essential nutrients, very good for restoring orchids after a period of weakness. Cut 1/4 of the apple, enough for 1 brew. Then, we proceed to cut the apple into thin slices, or small pieces, which will help the puree to be faster and smoother. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment, let me know, it's great. We can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. After cutting, put all the apples in a blender. Add 500 milliliters of clean water. Note to use water that has been left overnight or purified water. Start pureeing this mixture. Pureeing the apple will help release the nutrients inside the apple and make it easier for the orchid to absorb. After the apples are pureed, we proceed to the filtering step. After the apples have been pureed, we use a sieve to separate the apple pulp, keeping only the pure apple juice. The filtered apple pulp can be used as organic fertilizer for other plants in the garden. The result after filtration is a highly nutritious solution that helps plants recover quickly, followed by the second ingredient that contributes to creating this natural fertilizer. The next ingredient is 1 teaspoon of pure honey. Honey not only contains many natural sugars but also pollen and natural antibiotics, which help orchids resist bacteria and fungi very well. At the same time, it also stimulates strong root growth and promotes the recovery process of the plant. Then, we continue to add 500 milliliters of clean water to the mixture. Then stir well until the apple juice and honey are completely dissolved. Finally, let the mixture rest for about 30 minutes, allowing the natural active ingredients time to dissolve and combine with each other, creating an effective, safe, and chemical-free biological root stimulant solution. After soaking the orchid in the baking soda solution for about 30 minutes, we take the plant out. This soaking time helps the plant to be effectively disinfected without being waterlogged. After soaking, you will see the leaves become brighter and more vibrant than before. Use a soft cotton pad to gently wipe the orchid leaves, completely removing any remaining mold residue on the surface. Baking soda will help kill bacteria and fungi and effectively clean the leaves. When you're done wiping the leaves, prepare a clean glass jar. Pour in a sufficient amount of apple juice and honey that was mixed earlier. Then, soak the orchid leaves in this jar of solution. The purpose is to let the nutrients penetrate directly through the leaves, helping to increase resistance and restore leaf tissue. Soaking time is about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we continue to take out the orchid. Use a soft cotton pad to gently wipe the leaves again. This helps the nutrients penetrate deeply and wash away any remaining mold and bacteria. Soaking and wiping the leaves forms a strong protective layer that helps the plant avoid harmful agents from entering from the outside. Continuing with the roots, I will soak the entire base and roots of the orchid. The soaking time is also 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of soaking, you will notice that the orchid leaves become more shiny. The wrinkles fade, and the roots turn green, proving that the plant is absorbing water effectively and entering the recovery process. Then, take the plant out and disinfect the base with cinnamon powder, a natural ingredient that has antibacterial, antifungal, and wound healing properties. Use your hand or a small brush to apply cinnamon powder evenly to the cuts and wounds on the orchid base. After disinfecting, let the plant rest for 1 day in the cool shade before planting. Next, prepare the pot. Here we use a plastic mug, cut off the mouth to create ventilation. Punch small holes around to let air and water out. This small plastic pot acts as a support, preventing the base of the tree from coming into direct contact with water. Leaving only a small part, the tree will absorb moisture thanks to the water vapor rising in the humid environment. Then, pour a little clean filtered water into the mug, just enough to lightly moisten the bottom of the root. Absolutely do not fill it with water. The purpose is to keep the orchid roots moist but still ensure that they are not waterlogged or infected with fungi or bacteria. After 1 day, when the cuts on the orchid have dried, we can start replanting the plant. Fix the orchid with a splint or plastic clip, helping the plant stand firmly. Then, cover the mouth of a transparent plastic cup with air holes, simulating a mini greenhouse for the orchid. This method helps to keep moisture, stabilize the temperature, and prevent insect attacks during the recovery period. Place the plant in a cool, airy area, away from harsh sunlight, so that the orchid has the best conditions to recover. When the water in the mug evaporates, we just need to add more filtered water. No need to change the water every day. The remaining baking soda water can be used to wipe the leaves of other orchids in the garden. Use a cotton ball soaked in water to gently wipe the leaves to help clean dirt, kill mold, and support the photosynthesis process of the leaves more effectively. Carefully wipe both the top and bottom of the leaves with baking soda solution. Orchid leaves are prone to accumulation of dust or bacteria. This baking soda leaf wipe not only cleans the surface but also helps remove mold or harmful agents. Using baking soda can help the plant bloom more and the flower color is brighter. The plant will have better resistance to changes in weather and pests. The leaves become stronger, less likely to fall off, and always full of vitality. You only need to wipe the leaves with this mixture about once or twice a month. Similarly, the remaining apple and honey nutrient water should not be wasted. We can use it to water directly on the roots and substrate of healthy orchid pots in the garden. This helps the plant absorb more nutrients, develop roots and leaves faster, especially during the growth stage. With this natural care method, you will see the orchid recover quickly. New roots sprout, young leaves develop, and the root color turns green clearly, a sign that the plant is very healthy. Using apples, honey, and baking soda is not only safe but also extremely effective for orchids. After 28 days of care, our orchid has shown signs of recovery. The roots have grown strongly. The orchid has begun to grow new roots, proving that the method of resuscitation with apples and honey combined with a miniature greenhouse has been effective. The environment with high humidity, stability, combined with natural nutrients has clearly helped the plant to revive. I will remove the plant for you to observe. The leaves are also greener, less wrinkled, and new young leaves continue to grow regularly. The young roots are growing very well, growing evenly from the base. This is a clear sign that the plant is ready to be brought to a new environment. Now we will replant the plant in a new pot using a semi-hydroponic model, using recycled plastic bottles. First, I prepare a soft drink bottle, draw a groove around the body and cut it into 2 parts. The bottom of the bottle will be the bottom of the pot. The top pot is drilled with small holes for ventilation and drainage. Next, I poke a few air holes in the bottom so that excess water can drain. We attach a stake to keep the plant standing firmly. Next, I put the growing medium around the base of the plant. It is recommended to use clean, airy, moisturating substrates such as white coconut fiber or crushed charcoal mixed with pine bark. Then, we put the orchid in the pot. The orchid has a beautiful restored root system. We gently place it in the middle of the pot so that the base is stable, then fix it with a clamp. Finally, we add a layer of substrate on top to keep the roots moist. Thus, a new pot is completed. Every time you need to change the water or fertilize, just lift the planting pot up, pour clean water into the bottom pot. The water will rise to the neck of the bottle, seep up through the air holes, and slowly nourish the plant. This planting method helps to minimize waterlogging and is extremely convenient when you have to go away for a few days. Every day, we just need to lightly mist the leaves to keep them moist. Every 2 weeks, we will change the water and fertilize. The fertilizer here is very simple. Use a mixture of apple juice and honey, which can be found right in your kitchen, both cheap and effective. Finally, place the orchid pot in a well-ventilated place with soft light, not too hot. After just a few more weeks, you will see the plant grow strongly, sprouting roots and preparing to enter the stage of full development. Results after 2 months of orchid recovery. After 2 months of care, our orchid has grown very well. There is still water in the pot. The leaves have turned green again and are much more shiny. You can see that the top leaves are flat, the color is fresh, and the wrinkles are significantly reduced. The plant has begun to grow healthy roots. The roots crawl out of the pot, proving that its vitality is recovering very well. After this recovery period, we will continue to care for it by adding water when it is dry. Next is the important step, fertilizing with apple juice combined with honey, a natural formula to help the plant quickly revive. Squeeze fresh apple juice, mix with a small amount of honey, then filter to get about 500 milliliters of solution. Pour the solution into a spray bottle and spray directly onto the leaves. Helping the plant absorb nutrients through the leaves effectively. This method provides natural nutrients, helping the plant grow strongly, with shiny, green leaves. Next, we directly water the roots and base of the plant with this solution so that the roots continue to absorb nutrients. With this method, you should fertilize once every 2 weeks. On normal days, just spray mist to keep the leaves moist and keep the water level stable in the pot. If the water is dirty, change the water. During this period, the plant should be placed in a cool place with soft light, avoiding strong sunlight. This way, the plant will continue to grow steadily. Results after the next 3 months. After another 3 months, the orchid has completely recovered. The leaves are shiny, green, and the wrinkles are significantly reduced. In particular, the young shoots grow strongly, the roots grow strongly and spread throughout the pot, even crawling through the air holes at the bottom of the pot, proving that the plant has absorbed water and adhered to the substrate very well. The roots are very thick, strong, and firmly attached. We can see the roots crawling down to the cork at the bottom, a sign that the plant has good humidity and strong water absorption. With this semi-hydroponic growing method, we limit the need to water regularly. Only need to take care of it once every 2 weeks with nutrients. The rest is just to keep the humidity and add more water when it is dry. The plant still grows evenly, green and very strong. In the next stage, we should bring the plant to a place with more light, so that the plant can photosynthesize well and prepare for a brilliant flowering season. If you find this method effective, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share the video with the orchid-loving community nationwide. Wishes success, happiness, and a healthy orchid garden. See you in the next video.